We will discuss the SEC v. Ripple appeal in this video. How is it going? Is tomorrow the real deadline, or did they miss it? On that, I've got you covered. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and Michael Saylor's viewpoint because I want to know what he thinks. Now, without further ado, sit down, unwind, pardon me, and let's explore the world of Bitcoin. As of right now, $67,090 is down 0.77% during the last day. The price of Ethereum is $2,609. With both USDT and USDC trading at 99 cents per XRP, Ethereum is currently down 0.25%. People, it's moving. The value has risen to 55.5 cents, which is equivalent to a 2.57% increase in the $2.317 trillion cryptocurrency market cap. After this, where will we go? We'll keep an eye on Bitcoin. For the first time, the price of Bitcoin has surpassed its prior peak and is now at an all-time high. Even though it's unlikely, it's still a possibility. Avoid becoming overly optimistic or overly long. How can we tell if the market will get crowded? Well, it's really easy. When Bitcoin hits $74,000, it's time to act. However, XRP wants to make a strong move shortly. At first, we set a goal of 60 cents for XRP. Yes, the aim has changed since we first set it at 60 cents. The current value is 61.5 cents. That's what you ought to be thinking about. We have breaking news, Michael Arrington. He took the rug from Swell and stole it. He promised that he would accept it. He wasn't being playful. He brought the rug with him when he went to Swell. The rug seems to be sitting at his house currently. Congratulations to him. How much would it cost to buy this rug from him? The rug looks good now, doesn't it? Arrington never fails to fulfill his commitments. Eleanor Tarrant, there is some uncertainty around the Ripple v. SEC case and the SEC's appeal. We received a variety of dates. She said the payment was due on the 16th, either yesterday or on the 15th. Since the 16th, we have not heard back. If it was due on the 16th, I reasoned during the live stream, it might have been filed after business hours, and we might learn about it today. Businesses aren't yet open, it's still early. It's possible that we learned about the filing this morning. But now since we're getting a variety of dates, it looks like the deadline might be tomorrow, the 18th, at 11:59 p.m. How will we proceed? What are our options? It's easy. Today, keep an eye out. Check to see if we receive anything. Otherwise, you should know that the SEC works at the last minute and will file it by the deadline on Friday. Will they file? Look, they were appealing. If they had no intention of filing an appeal, I fail to understand why they would do so. You are aware of the SEC's operations. You are aware of their corruption. They want to do things at the last minute, you know. Heck, they waited 2 weeks or even a month to create an appeal with only one sentence, and they filed it at the last minute. Here, I would have the same suspicion. We expect an appeal at the last minute. It should be mentioned that XRP is unaffected by this appeal. The bull run is unaffected by it. It has no bearing on where the price will go. All we need to know in this bull market is that XRP is not a security. Ripple's programmatic sales and whether they must pay more are impacted. But Jeremy Hogan raised awareness of this problem. He said, "Hey, look, I'm trying to figure out how we got the time frame wrong, but I cannot see any flaw in the logic." Today was the due day for the C. The SEC's appeal form does not include a docket entry. If it is not submitted, the appeal will be dismissed. It states as much. As of right now, they are the facts. I'm apprehensive since I haven't had a federal court case in 3 years and I've never filed an appeal because I consistently prevailed. Anyway, as a precaution, I'm going to buy 10,000 XRP and then go to bed. I hope Malambo has a pleasant night. Naturally, purchasing 10,000 XRP because you think it would increase the price is not a good idea. You can still file an appeal tomorrow, so don't make snap decisions. There is a lot of misunderstanding. I do not doubt that Ripple, Stewart, and Brad would have released a statement announcing the lawsuit's termination if the SEC hadn't filed the appeal. Since we haven't heard back from them yet, I'm beginning to believe that this is due tomorrow. We will find out. It will either be a fantastic weekend and we will all be celebrating, or the SEC will leave us with a foul taste in our mouths for the 99th time. In fewer than 24 hours, we will know. Jay Change released this. According to him, Bitcoin and BTC disintegrated and revealed the triangle of love, as he had predicted. On the 3-day chart, though, we're getting close to the top of a significant range that has existed since March. He is hoping for a retrace down to that $66,000 region, but a breakout over $68,000 might indicate a significant rise. Presently seated at 67. There hasn't been a breakout above 68K yet. The true problem is that, even with Bitcoin's current surge, improved market conditions, and the resurgence of market excitement, we still need to surpass the previous all-time high of roughly 74,000, which was reached shortly before the halving earlier this year. On Bitcoin, 74,000 gets broken. It's time to leave. We should anticipate a regression back down if we are unable to break 74K. The fact that social media is currently unduly invested in all of these cryptocurrencies is the only aspect of this situation that scares me. You are aware of what happens when social media usage gets out of control. People start to drift away and disappear. If a dip occurs, it will be brief. It is anticipated that the market would decline to the 50s before plunging to the mid-$50,000 range. After a brief decline, we will swiftly rise again, indicating the beginning of the following stage of expansion. Folks, that will be your very last dip. Something to watch out for. According to Michael Salla, according to my long-term prediction, Bitcoin will reach 13 million over 21 years. 13 million, that's right. Pay attention. Joe, you purchase Bitcoin and keep it for almost 4 years. I would advise everyone to do it. If you purchase it and keep onto it for more than 4 years, how much, let's suppose it's digital gold, does it ultimately cost in terms of market capitalization? Bitcoin currently makes up 0.1% of the world's capital market. Bitcoin will eventually make up 7% of the world's capital. In my opinion, 7% of the capital. According to my long-term projection, during the next 21 years, the number will increase to 13 million. 13 million more than 21. In 5 years, how will your 4-year calculus look? You know, with a 40 to 50 vol, it has been expanding 44% annually. Since the capital market will always be more open, global, and free, I would predict that it will go on at 40%, then click down to 35, then 30, then 25. Eventually, it will be the S&P return plus 8% and the S&P volume plus 8%. According to this viewpoint, Bitcoin represents your wish to invest in an asset that is not subject to counterparty risk, which means you don't want to be associated with any particular nation, currency, city, business, commodity, or culture. Bitcoin is frequently thought of as a risky investment. Ultimately, it all boils down to people's desire to minimize risk. They have no interest in making predictions about whether the value of Nvidia stock, Picasso's, or New York real estate will rise over the next 10 years. Their goal is to purchase money. Their goal is to buy 121 million of the entire world's currency. 13 million in 21 years. What impact will that have on the overall market capitalization of cryptocurrencies? Hey everyone, that's what I want to know. Let's now discuss XRP. Let's discuss what we are examining. It is quite bullish that the charts are currently showing more up than down. This green line, which I talked about during last night's live show, is what we are striving towards and the current XRP projection. We are currently seeking a move to surpass 61.5 cents. We will retest that 70-cent area if that occurs. Keep in mind that our goal is the main area of resistance at 75 cents. We anticipate that XRP will rise between $1.50 and $1.75. We must hold onto this white upper resistance zone during the retrace, which we know will happen after that move. We will call it the $1 to $1.40 range for this channel. Our chances for the 2025 forecast will suffer if we are unable to maintain this. This is founded on factual data and information. By 2025, XRP will have reached a new all-time high if we can hold onto the $1 to $1.40 range after the retrace and hit $1.50 to $1.75. The chart that we are examining is this one. The time frames and dates at the bottom should not be taken seriously. They are completely unimportant. Your main market will still be 75 cents at the end of the year. This is the level we want to achieve. We wish to ascend. Our goal is to surpass that degree of resistance. The trail is what we want to see. To create a new basis, everything that rises must also fall. That new base should be formed between $1 and $1.40. That's what we want, a solid base, a robust base. If that foundation holds, we will continue on our upward path and reach an all-time high that hasn't been reached since 2017. Your attention should be on this. XRP is going to begin to rise shortly. There is a great deal of data that supports XRP's current upward trend. Observe the charts. Take note of the data. Since the beginning of this year, I have been making correct forecasts. We have made correct forecasts time and time again, and we will continue to do so. You should concentrate on this action.